They created this law. They wrote it. Obama said he was elected in 2 elections for this health care law, and now he wants to change it. The Democrats want to delay it. They've already changed about 24 things in the law, made major revisions. Obama, let's not forget, he delayed the employer mandate by 1 year. That was supposed to start on January 1st of this coming year. He had no legal constitutional authority to do that, but he knew that that was going to be that's another disaster related to the law, and he couldn't have 2 or 3 disasters happening at the same time. This whole law phases in over 5 years. It goes into 2017. So the worst is actually yet to come, and he knows the Democrats are going to pay a heavy price on this. So, we have the Republicans, the old joke in Washington, the Democrats are the evil party, the Republicans are the stupid party. Huh. You actually have Republicans calling for delaying the law for another year, which only helps keep this law, because it's not going to stop Obamacare. I say let the public see the full effects of the law and let the voters decide in next year's congressional elections, Senate elections, whether they want this law.
Right, they're going to have, all right, insurance contracts are being broken. The president said that wouldn't happen. You're losing your doctor. The president said that wouldn't happen. All these glitches you can't figure out, the sky-high commission rates, the sky-high deductibles, all that stuff's going to come out. The media has basically turned against Obamacare, so it's actually the mainstream media reporting this stuff for the first time. So in other words, Democrats are going to have to live with this if it continues.
Well, and one of the basic precepts he campaigned on and said this would contain costs. The average person would have a $2,500 reduction in their costs. We're actually seeing, I own a small business. I'm seeing this year about a 10% increase. I'm told next year is going to be at least 10%, could be in the double digits. We're seeing across the country, California, a number of the insurance companies are asking for increases of up to 25%. So this apparently could lead to current premiums in the next few years going up by 200%. That was a congressional study. Who's going to pay for it? That is another form of tax. Nobody's talking about that, Larry. We're all talking this year there's going to be $300 billion, close to $300 billion in new Obamacare and fiscal cliff taxes that are really killing the economy. And on top of that is going to be these very large increases, and there's no containment costs within the healthcare industry.
Right. Well, that was waived. That was waived also as part of the law, consumer containment costs. Let me ask you something, Chris Ruddy. Let me ask you this. The shutdown blamed on the Republicans, okay? And I will say objectively, there is reason for that. That's what all the polls have shown. Now, question. With Obamacare and this catastrophic launch and all these ongoing problems that you're talking about, does that negate the political problems that the Republicans have from the shutdown?
Well, I think the Republicans are looking a lot better, and I think they look stronger when they say, we're opposing this law. I'm not so sure they should have done the shutdown. I think they should have done maybe a symbolic shutdown of a day or a week where they say, we oppose this law. The President and the Congress voted for it previously, so it's continuing, but we want the American public to know that the Republican Party opposes this law. It's a bad law.
But does it? But does this Obamacare, all these Obamacare problems, all right, we're in late October 2013. The election is a little more than a year. I guess what I'm asking very directly, can the Republicans live down the negatives of the shutdown? I agree with you. They shouldn't have a shutdown. With the Obamacare issues, does Obamacare trump the shutdown? That's what I'm really asking you.
Well, I think it's not just now in the website. I think the full implementation. There's a lawsuit by Judicial Watch and a dentist named Larry Kawa from Florida saying that they're asking a federal court to enforce the employer mandate. You could have a federal judge in the next month or two and say, well, the law says the employers in the country have to participate in the mandate effective January 1st. And it's obvious they're not even equipped for the individual mandate, let alone the employer mandate.